Right, so the idea of, and Brian, Jade, if Brian's staying for coffee, then you can tell each other what you guys get up to, and because he could do with a PA, but you know,
could do what?
You could do with a PA, couldn't you? You could do with a personal assistant, someone to look after you and tell you what to do and how to do things.
Do the budget to pay for what?
There you go. Well, there you go. So there's a conversation that could be had straight away. Okay. So the idea of 24/7, which is the franchise that I operate, is the information is given to you in bite-sized tutorials. Yeah. So you are going to see a step-by-step process as to how to get onto various platforms. Today we're going to look at Google Plus, but 24/7 will cover LinkedIn. It will cover.
It's Google Plus.
Okay, yeah, we'll cover Google Plus. It will cover LinkedIn. It will cover Twitter. And various offshoots of that, weird things called Instagram and Pinterest, which you don't need to worry about right now. But Google Plus, the fact it's got a plus after Google, the fact it contains the word Google, is already telling us that this is going to help us in profile ranking. So if someone wants to search for an inheritance tax planner or a will writer or protector, and you're on Google Plus, then you're going to be a step up from someone who isn't on Google Plus, and likewise. Now, obviously, we can't breach and get above the ads, the paid for ads, but there's a lot of people, I'm not saying all people, there's a lot of people that will ignore the ads, and then once the ads are stopped, then they start looking as to who's there. Yeah. So there's a good chance that if we start using and working anything related to Google and that which is promoted and using Google's analytics is going to help you raise your public profiles. So if you're going to go on Google Plus, we need to have a look at the profile, because whilst it may extrapolate something that you've got from Gmail, so if you've got brianwilliamson@gmail.com and you've got Jane, I can't remember your surname, @gmail.com, then you will be in a position where some of that information has been extrapolated, but Google Plus gives you the opportunity to have more than just a name and an email address. So the success circle that 24/7 operates by, why do you want to do this? Why do you want to be on social media? What do you want from it? That can take you all day, genuinely, to work out why I'm doing it. And in fact, big plug for 24/7, they will do a training course of why do you do it and it is a day's training course. And if you remember, it's free of charge. I am looking to try and run a light version of that up here, but I would have to put a charge to it. But hopefully it won't be too onerous. So what do I do? What do I want to do it? Once I've worked out what I'm doing, who do I need to connect to? Once I've got my connections, what do I say to them? Once I'm talking to them, how do I organise them? Once I've done all that, how do I know it's working? And once you got to the end, you're thinking, okay, what do I want to do now? So I've said hello to everyone, I've connected to all I want to, I've done that bit, now what do I want to do now? So it's a constant revolving circle. So each time you want to say something different, is it to the same audience? Do I need to, change my audience profile? So otherwise known as your strategy. And this may be an older looking Google Plus homepage, but this is Google Plus. So if you were to type in Google Plus into your search engine, or from your Gmail account, you should have a little porthole. You see the way Mick Holloway, he's the owner and runner of 24/7. You see the way his picture appears. When you go and do a Google search, on the right-hand side of that page should be a picture of yourself. Right, if you've got that Gmail account open, or a circle, and you can click in there and upload a photograph, but that's on Gmail. So now we're going to Google Plus.
Oh, they've got 2 Google accounts, that's a bit of a surprise.
Well, there you go. It's amazing what you can find. But if you want to click along, right, to the prompts are going to be on the screen. Yeah. It's entirely up to you, or if you just want to watch it through, then that's up to you as well. So
having 2 accounts could explain why my diaries don't talk to each other.
Yes, that would be a big reason why they wouldn't talk. So go onto your click onto profile. And now this is Mick Holloway's. So you've got an opportunity to now start looking at, well, how do I appear to the outside? Is this what I want? This is Google Plus profile.
So I presume I'm going to choose one of those accounts now.
So you would have to choose one of those accounts.
Okay.
Which one? Because by having two, then Gmail doesn't know what one you're working to.
Mervyn Foster says good morning to everybody.
Good morning, Mervyn.
Let's try the one that's on the Gmail.
There we go. So if you look on there and if you connect it to the internet, then that should
Hi
come
Liz, good to have you on board.
up. So there's your profile picture for example.
So what's telling me is to follow things I love.
We've got Victor actually
Sorry?
telling us about
Thing on the top
he does a learning program on Google Plus.
on the Google account, and that's what.
So this is very much for Google Plus beginners. So I've been told
Bear with us, Jake.
I've been told to keep quiet and keep myself to
That's
myself.
someone that's into the Gmail account.
But it's quite interesting because the problems people have about understanding these various social media platforms comes out of this quite well. Yeah, and Brian's
So you've
here.
got BJ Wills 37 or Brian at Inheritance.
So Jade, what was your company name again?
What would you use?
It's Elevate PA.
And do you use Google Plus?
I have an account, but I've never used it.
All right, so this is going to be a good session for you then.
Yeah, very useful.
Good. And whereabouts are you based?
I'm in St Ives.
Okay, good, excellent, good.
So
I think
this
this
is
consultation with Brian might
so
take
this
a little
is
while.
Google Plus. Okay. So we're trying to find your homepage. Obviously, the internet's not great. That would be you posting.
Actually, that's one of the first.
But you
I don't
can.
know where they've gone.
No, you can post those.
Basically, I'm out. This whole situation is out of control for me. It's just over the camera. Which is why.
Oh, so Mervyn says, good morning, Jade. See you at A14 on Friday.
Yes, I'll see you there. Good morning.
Are you going to the Cambridge Business Lounge tomorrow?
So
No, I'm in London tomorrow.
I was thinking about going and periscoping Ed. He said I can periscope him, so it should be quite interesting. So here I am at Victor's
Just hang on
Google
there.
Plus session
Alright,
at
but
the Holiday Inn at Huntingdon.
It's
and it's
working
very much
now,
an
so forgive me.
Yeah.
So
introductory session
can you
on
see
Google Plus.
where we went?
I'm a big
to the
social
right, the
plus
circle?
or Google Plus advocate,
That circle there,
but it can be quite
where
difficult
we've
for
got Mick
beginners,
Holloway's
but this
picture.
All right.
is
Okay.
what
All right,
Victor's
so you
taking
can
us
upload
through.
and change a profile picture.
Oh, okay. So
All right, so if
I've
you
never put one.
so you can change it once it's all stopped whirling around,
Yeah.
and you can go to your home page. You end up on Google Plus. Mouse over it to change it if you want to change it. All right, and then the usual upload from your PC, submit photos, select photos from your computer, and then once you've selected your profile picture, if as a company you've got your own company logo or anything like that, then you can change your cover. And again, choose one of your photos that you've taken if you wanted to, or you can, select one of Google's own.
So click on
covers.
that first, and then
So what you should be able to do is Brian here. So there's your home.
So this is very much how you set up your profile on Google Plus. It can be very powerful, but obviously you've got to go through the basics.
Hang on there for 2
It's
seconds.
interesting for me because it's probably about 3 or 4 years since I set mine up.
Change the photograph. And that's kind of what your home page is going to look like. But now all we've done is we've uploaded a profile picture and we've changed the cover, we've changed the background image. Above there, now I'm not saying this is where it is now because this would have been done about a year or so ago, and as we know, be it Google, be it LinkedIn, be it Twitter, they'll always change something about their profile screens and how they look and how they feel. But there will be an about. So if you want to talk about the company, click on about, this page comes up, you go down the bottom, and it will say edit.
See you, Melvin. Good. Thanks for popping in.
And now you can show, and we're going to talk about circles. Circles are your connections, right? So when we talk about LinkedIn, connecting, if we talk about Twitter, you talk about followers. If we're in Google Plus, then we'll talk about circles. We will go on to circle management in a second. But so this is how you can edit this. You can, let people see who do you want to see what you're doing. Do you want to make it public? Do you want the world to see it? Or do you only want people that you know to see what your business is all about? Firstly, obviously always go public. Give yourself a broader feel as possible. And give yourself a maximum chance of doing work. And if you're doing stuff virtually anyway,
thank you.
doesn't matter where in the world you're going to do it. Obviously yours is going to be more UK centric because the rules and regulations that we adhere to only apply pretty much to UK res. But then you've got UK residents all around the world who maybe, so again, I would be looking at public. So once we've got you up and running, it could take a while. We'll get there. So you've got on the right hand side what's, for example, inheritance protect, what's virtual PA, what's your story, what's your tagline. Your strapline, what are you trying to do, what's the introduction. If you think your LinkedIn business page and your LinkedIn profile, it's kind of, and if you actually look at the format of LinkedIn and you look at the format of Google Plus and if you look at the format of Twitter, it's all kind of very, very similar. So here's your opportunity to tell us who you are, to put in keywords. How do you want people to find you on Google? Obviously, don't just hashtag it all. It looks a bit silly, and I don't like the capital letters and everything else. But make it flow, but ensure you've got your right words and phrases in there, because it's unusual. It will be unusual for people to search for you as a PA. It will be, I need help with.
Someone just suggested searching twerk. You got twerking. You got
twerk. Interesting. Interesting.
Got a lot of hits on
that. Like you start a bit too early in the morning over here for twerking. So again, keep clicking on there's your story. There's what we saw. Introduce yourself. Break yourself. Any awards that you've won. Anything that you've done. Keep your tagline short and simple.
What's a tagline?
They refer to it as an elevator pitch. If you think of your elevator pitch, my aim is to grow and protect your assets, whatever it is, protecting your wealth for future generations.
Tag seems to crop in all sorts of places and means nothing. People, you go on the internet and you see a photograph and say, somebody's tagged you on what?
Right, so tagging is where someone has said that I was with you.
Right.
So I've uploaded a picture. Say Richard is doing Periscope now.
Yeah.
He may be able to say, I'm with Brian, Victor and Jade, and he can tag you. So he's gone, you're in. Yeah? When you talk about a tagline, this is, right, you've got 25 seconds to tell me what you do for a living. How are you going to jazz it up, or are you just going to be, and there's nothing wrong.
I thought tagging was simply putting the name on the photograph.
Tagging, so when you've been tagged, yes, but a tagline, strapline, elevator pitch, also.
No. You said just now that tagging is to say you're with somebody.
When you have been tagged in a picture, then someone has said that they're with you.
I thought it was just to say if this person was in the photograph.
No, they're just saying, they're normally saying that they're with you.
But it's not just photograph. If I'm doing, say, a piece on social media, I can put you in and Victor in and Jade in as names in that piece. So I'm tagging you in the written word as well. So it's not just tagging photos; it's tagging you. It's associating you with something.
It's just linking you with whatever's there.
Yeah, if you want to use a different word.
It's linking to the content.
Yeah. So 24/7. I'm going to end up tagging you guys in line because you're here. Right. Tagline completely different. What's it saying?
Can't load data, check your connection, tap to retry.
That's a good tagline.
Can't load. Password incorrect. Apparently, is Brian's going to be is the new tagline. So, Dave, so introduce yourself. Any awards, do whatever you want to say here. And as far as I'm aware, you can go on and on if you want to. Keywords is the important thing in here. How do people find you on Google? There are online dictionaries, I can't remember what they're called, where you can see what they type. You can put in virtual PA and they will turn around and say, we've had searches for, and you could take that note, I'll stick that in there. Yeah? Let's say, we'll write it or whatever, and then it will be, this is how they've searched. It's unusual for someone to type in, I want a wheel hunter. Yeah, it will be, as we talk, is how they will search. So think about that when you're designing your introduction and what you want to say about yourself. All right. In terms of strategies, all right, in terms of the way we go forward. So, I'm going to talk to your tagline, strapline, call to arms. This is who I am. You're the first 35 or 40 characters of what they call a hover card. When we talk about a hover card, we'll show you in a second how people on Google Plus virtually appear as their circles. The circle profile you've just seen a few pages ago is how you actually appear on Google Plus. And the minute you hover over, put the mouse over